Hello. We're almost done our FlatSat. We just have a couple more things that I want to add in, and that will complete it, and we'll be able to then start putting it into the CAN configuration. Two things are, first is an LED light. We want to have an on-off light, something that we can see to verify that it's working properly. And the second thing is a battery connection to power the Arduino. Since obviously we're not going to have a really long USB cable when we're launching the CANSat. So starting with the LED light, I'm going to hook that up to pin number 2, and most of this should be familiar from the blinks and beeps tutorial, but remember the longer side of the LED light is the positive side. Just keep track of that when I put it into the breadboard. So I'm going to take the negative side over to the ground over here, and the positive side I'm going to connect up to pin number 2. There. Now, in our program, I want to, first of all, declare a constant integer green LED pin equal to 2. We're using pin number 2. I have a procedure here that I'm going to use called flash on off. It takes 3 parameters. The first is the pin number, which will be the green LED pin. The number of times I want it to flash on and off, once, twice, 100 times if you wish. And the duration, how long in milliseconds I want the flash and the pause to be. I won't show you what that is now. I'll include it into the notes that are on the web page for this tutorial, but I'll let you try to figure that out based on what we did in the blinks and beeps tutorial. So I've got my green LED pin declared. What I need to do in my setup is, remember, I need to declare the pin mode of the green LED pin to be output. And then at the very end of the setup procedure, when it's done, I want to call my procedure flash on off. I will send the parameter green LED pin, that's the one I want it to flash on and off. I'll say twice, and how about 500 milliseconds, or half a second. So once I get all the way through my setup procedure, that LED light should flash twice if it was successful. What I can also do is, down in the loop, I could add in a flash on off green LED pin, flash it once for 100 milliseconds. Just a quick flash on off so that we can see that and verify that it's recording the data and saving to the SD card. And instead of delaying for 1,000, since I want this to be printed out once a second, if I'm using 100 milliseconds for the flash, and then there's a pause afterwards, which is also 100 milliseconds, I'm using up 200 milliseconds, I'll reduce this to 800, the delay, until the next part of the next time through the loop. So that will keep it at roughly 1 second. So when I compile and upload this, I should see my green LED light flash twice. There we go, flash twice, and then a very quick flash every time it's recording. So we can also verify that now on the serial monitor, because we're still printing that out and got it connected to the computer. But it's, it's showing us that it's collecting and recording that data every second. final thing now is that we want this to be able to run, of course, without the use of the power from the computer and the USB cable. So I've got a 9-volt battery, and in order to hook this up, I actually have to unplug the green LED flash or somehow try to connect the two of them together, which I think I'll do that so that you can see the flash. So I'm going to hook my wire up to the negative wire of the battery to the negative pin on the breadboard, and then there's a little socket called V-in. It looks like it's right beside the ground there. So I just put that wire in. You can see that the light comes on. Oh, it flashed twice, and now it's flashing once per second. So now my CanSat is operating independently of the computer. It's powered on by itself, and that's perfect. This is the entire setup that we're going to need to put all of our CanSat together, with the exception of an on-off switch. I won't do that here. I'm going to do a little bit of soldering for this, but really what I need to do is just cut one of these wires and put the switch in the middle of it. 0 for off, 1 for on, and then I would have my CanSat being able to be powered on and off through the switch and power connection, a power source on board. So that's great. We have our basically completed CanSat innards, and our next step is to put all of this onto the little blue circuit board that came along with the CanSat, which is called a shield. And we'll attach that to the Arduino, and it will eliminate the need for some of the wires or make them a little shorter, and it just makes it a lot neater. And then we'll be ready to put it into the can. So that's it. Very short tutorial just to complete the FlatSat. And from here I'll move on to setting the shield up next.